We continue learning Dirshu Mishna Berurah Hilchos Kriyas HaTorah Siman Kof Lamed Tes. We pick it up with Sif Vav. Says the Mechaber in Sif Vav. Oimer, where's my highlighter? There it is. Oimer Baruch Hu, you say Baruch Hu. Veha brachos and the brachos. Bekol ram out loud. One who says it quietly is making a mistake. Those who say it's so important to say it aloud that if you said it quietly, you got to say the bracha again. Says the Ramah, people have to hear so they can respond. And if the seer doesn't hear, you cannot answer with him. The rest will say amen, so you're not giving the tzibur the opportunity to say Baruch Hashem Avarech L'Olam Va'ed, and that's the reason why you have to be careful to say the bracha out loud. Says the Mishnah Berurah Sivkot Chav Gimel Baruch Hu Hatam. What's the reason? Vava bracha is Kadesh Yuchlu Kol HaTzibur La'anois amen, and the bracha as well, so the tzibur can answer amen. Someone who does it quietly said the mechaber is only making a mistake. Says Mishnah Berurah Sivkot Chav Daled Dilami Oimer Baruch Hu Kishomer Balachash. Who says Baruch Hu when it said quietly? Ubalachash Nikra Kol Deles Asara Desaisi. So what does quietly mean? If 10 people can't hear. You need 10 people to hear. And a poor halacha kaddish. Do not do quietly for this reason. You need 10 people to hear. And the people can answer. Hey, Baruch Hashem Baruch L'Olam Va'ed. From the Ramah, it sounds like what are we referring to? Referring to on the din of Baruch Hu. As the Ramah is explaining that that's where the issue is. But on the brachas themselves, it's not ma'akiv b'diavad and birich b'lachash. We made the bracha quietly. Vayin bir halacha ma'shekasafti bazeh. Aval lechatchil b'vadi mitzvah la'imrim b'kol ram. All the brachas should be said aloud. As the Mavaris Sivkot Chavav Hainu Kishamer Baruch Hu. Avli Sheshamu Achazin. Even though they heard the Chazin Sivkot Chav Zayin. Ayin Leil B'Simin Nun Zayin Sivkot Chav Mishna Berurah Bir Halacha Ma Shekazav Nusham. We're going to write over there. So before we continue into Siv Zayin, we scroll back up and we look at the Dirshu. Says Dirshu note number 23 regarding Baruch Hu. If one forgot and he didn't say Baruch Hu and he went right into Asher Baruch Harbanu. So if they remembered it right after they said Baruch Ata Hashem, says Shal Shuvas Mitzvah Shalom, you should be Mamshech B'Baruch. You continue Baruch Ata Hashem, Asher Baruch Harbanu B'Kol Ha'amim. However, it says Chaim Kanievsky, no, you should finish Baruch Ata Hashem, Lamdini Chukecha, then go back and say Baruch Hu. However, if one continued and said the bracha, says the Shal Shuvas Rav Payalim, you do not say Baruch Hu afterwards. So again, if someone messes up, and they said Hashem, then you get involved in a little bit of a fight, whether you say Lamdini Chukecha, or whether you're going to continue. But Dirshu continues regarding the minig ha'olam to bow when they say Baruch Hu, even though, as we saw in the previous sif, if you bow in a place, a chazal or namataki, and it's not a good thing, it's a miguna, says the Dirshu, quoting the Bir Halacha, that there is a minig samach min amikra from the pasuk in Divrei Yamim, and the minig Yisrael Taira. So it's very interesting. It sounds like if you were to ask, due to the letter of the law, should you bow when you say Baruch Hu Hashem HaMavarech? The answer is absolutely not. Creating new kriyos, that's completely terrible. That's megona. It says the Bir Halacha, minig Yisrael Taira. Says Rav Elyashiv, what's the Bir Halacha mean? Even though this pasuk is before the kanas of Chazal, before in the pasuk that it's mutter, and therefore inka Chazal lesser is a mutter, and therefore Lamaisa, one could continue if his minhag is to bow by Baruch Hu Hashem, as we've seen that there is validity to the minhag. We continue with Sif Zayin, says the Mechaber. Acher Shana Am Baruch Hashem Avarech L'Olam Va'ed. After the Kal answers, Chayzer Mevarech Vaymer Baruch Hashem Avarech L'Olam Va'ed. He says it again. He as well wants to be one that is getting the bracha. Says the Mishnah Berurah Sivkatan Chaf Ches. Chayzer HaMevarech, the one who gets the bracha, the one who's getting the aliyah, he says it again. Ayin le'el sham sivkatan dalin mashkizat isham. And we continue the Dirshu note number 27. Always comes along Baruch Hashem and reminds us of that which we saw, so we don't have to flip back and forth. Des Dirshu note number 27. Wait, there are a few dirshus that we skipped, but let's first see this dirshu note number 27 that comments that over there in Siman and Zayin we learned she'ein lo mavarich lana is amin after the Sibur says Baruch Hashem Avarich. Don't answer amin to their bracha, and if the Sibur needs to say amin after the Sheikh Sibur says Baruch Hashem Avarich, there are days bezeh Prim proves it's rishos for one wants to, but the Mishmura says mikol makom ma'im makom she'asal hafsek lo yana amen. So that amen is not critical. So before actually we go to Sif Ches, let's go back. Let's see some of these dirshus. As the dirshu is going to describe to us the importance of saying the bracha aloud. Says dirshu note number 24 that if it's quietly is that 10 people can hear it. Regarding someone who davens Shmoina Esrei and v'chein misha yashin. Says the Shulchan Aruch Siman Nun Hey Shebisarv Laminin Chazaras Hashas. Pouring halacha, difficult halacha. Someone sleeping or someone who's in the middle of Shemona Esrei. Lamaisa is mitzarif for Chazaras Hashas. Mishnah Berurah over there explains. According to this, so too he can be mitzarif if someone who's sleeping for a Siman of 10. Whereas regard to Kriyas HaTorah and the Siyas HaPayim, we learned even the Shulchan Aruch says it's not Pasha that someone that's sleeping can be mitzarif for the 10 for Tochni. Ber Halacha explains later on from the Bahag, the Rif, we could prove that he's not mitzarif for Kriyas HaTorah. So if someone is sitting there dozing on the table, Lamaisa, he's not considered one of the 10 people for Kriyas HaTorah. What is the reason why you need 10 people to hear? Because ain't Davar Shabbat Pachas Me'asara, as we've learned in Siman on Hey. And the reason the Mishnah over there explains because it says v'nikdashti b'toch b'nei Yisrael. We learn Gzeir Shava Tech Meraglim and Masei Leidara Azeh Yatzu Yeshuv Kalev. Therefore, there were 10 of the Meraglim left, and therefore we learn now Gzeir Shava Tech that every Davar Shabbat needs 10 people. And similarly, with regard to standing for Baruch Hu, standing for Baruch Hashem Amavarech, we're going to see in Siman Kuf Mem Vav, so Davar Shabbat, and therefore one should optimally be standing when he hears the bracha. And finally, Dirshu number 26 over here points out that we learned in Siman Nun Zayin that if you hear the Sibur saying Baruch Hashem Avayrach, then you can answer with them, meaning the ripple effect. If you don't hear it, but you hear the Tzibur saying Baruch Hashem Avayrach, you as well could say the same. Says the Bir Halacha, that's only if there are 9 people that heard the Baruch Hu, then the ripple could begin. But if there's only singular people, then one should not respond with them. So again, in a normal matziv, that the bracha is loud enough that at least 10 people can hear. So even if you yourself cannot hear, but as long as you hear the Tzibur answering Baruch Hashem Avayrach, you could then continue with them. Continues the Mechaber in Sifches. Afilu beiro birach satayra la'atzma. If you take off a car l'kriyas satayra, let's say you came late or whatever the scenario is. You said birach satayra, and then immediately they call you up for an aliyah. Sarach lachzor levarech esher bracha banu k'shayir b'atayra. You have to make the bracha again. Mishum kavod ha'tayra nitkana k'shakayir b'tzira. It's kavod ha'tayra that you make the bracha b'tzibur. And we'll take this together with Siftas. We mentioned this yesterday, that if you get aliyah before you berach satayra, kvar nifter melavarech berachas asher bachar banu, then asher bachar banu that you're going to say in the Torah count as your berach satayra. Tolagar mimisha nifter ava rabba. There's no less than ava rabba. Says Mishnah Berurah Sivkatu Chavtas v'take of karo hainu. He didn't say anything. Mamish right away. Still, you should say it again, even though it sounds like you're doubling up the bracha 2 times in a row. Cause it's not an extra bracha. It's not an extra bracha. For the first bracha to be for no reason. So as you're walking up Sefer Torah, say or maybe one can even say Ludvarim. Say any pasuk that it's called that you learned, and then it's a new bracha on the Torah. Sivkat Lamed Aleph, that if you didn't make bracha on the Torah yet, the bracha on the Torah patters you from the bracha of Asher Bracha Banu. Kvar nefzeh levarach berachas Asher Bracha Banu. Diatza b'masha birich al Torah bracha zu. Sivkat Lamed Beis. Why? Lo karbi misha niftar in Ava Rabba. Kumavur le'elsim imem zayin siv zayin. Because achronim dekol makom lo dami ligamri le'niftar b'Ava Rabba. It's not really comparable. Dahas am yatza b'zei gam berachas Asher Kishanim says vitan lasik v'gam erev no. Because Ava Rabba patters you entirely. Masha ein kein achal lo niftar rak berachas Asher Bracha. You have to say the other brachas. Then you're going to say the bracha that you need to say regularly. We conclude with Siv Yod and Siv Yod Aleph Says the Machaber Bracha Achroina Shenazalanu Torah Semazu Torah Shebechsav Achayolam Zabzacheinu He Torah Shal Peh Sivkat in Yod Aleph Akayir Ba Torah Dechlo B'Sefer Torah V'Shash V'Varach. You have to hold the Torah while you make the bracha. Says the Ramav Samchom in Exam Mash Amr B'Yeshua Lo Yomo Sefer Torah Zemipicha Chazek V'Yamatz. Should grab hold and be strong. So while you're getting the Aliyah, you hold on to the Torah. We say Nagu Lemer LeMesayim Likros B'Torah B'Chol Pam Chazak. This is the reason where people say that when we finish the Torah, we say Chazak. Says the Mishna Berurah, Seif Katan Lamed Gimel, V'chayolam not abizaychenu minagin olaymer v'chayi oilam, not v'chayi ha'oilam. Says the Achronim. Seif Katan Lamed Daled not abizaychenu, al shem ha'kasa divrei chacham kidar vanois uchemas mayrois nituyim. Sivkati Nidalev, Sefer Torah b'shas brachi, hold on to Einu Shliyachis, b'amudei Sefer Torah, hold on to the poles Atzi Chayim. Ayin bach sheskimu de be'isa kriya zar gam ki lechus b'Sefer Torah, while the laning as well. Yesh nagim lechus is oz b'yariyos atzman adei mapa. There's some that hold on to the cloth with a cloth. Ayin Magen Avram. Acha kriya minag l'nashek a Sefer Torah. After the kriya, you kiss the Sefer Torah. So it has excessive spit. Yaroik ach minatav looking at Sefer Torah. You can spit to the side, not into the Sefer Torah. The also can be because you can pass up the Sefer Torah that the spit can make the letters smudged, etc. Then kiss it. Don't kiss and then spit. You hold on to the Torah with your hand. We conclude today's shiur with a bunch of Dirshus. Says the Dirshu. Over here, you're partnered with the Bracha V'Asher Bracha Banu. Says the Dirshu, note number 28, that the Pri Megadim says that if one has the time, he should say Asher K'Shav Zol Zon Elastic with the V'Rei Torah, Harevna, before you're getting the Bracha, before Asher Bracha Banu on the Torah, because then you're going to have Brachas Torah in the right order. Then you're getting Brachas Torah in the way that Chazal were metaking. So if one is able to, I guess as he walks up, or maybe if they have a Misha Berurah, he should say the Brachas then. Says the Ishlav Ram the Buchacha, should make the bracha Shek Shem Son last week the Torah. Harevna, on the way that you're walking up to the Torah. Vitzivanu, because you have to say the bracha Vitzivanu before the reading, like all mitzvahs, as we saw in Sivkat Tezvav, and that's really the Chatzchila. You want to, of course, make the bracha the Brachas HaTorah before you get the Aliyah. And this goes, Dirshu number 29, the Akdama Zachelik Gimel. We add on the Kadosh Baruch Hu Nata Netiya B'Seicha Umi Yisraelis V'Nuch Aliyach D'Chos B'Olam. Hashem planted something that we could grow from. Ki HaTorah L'Nefesh. It's the tree of life. We from the fruit of the Torah, we live forever. Incredible chizik. And there are those who held on. This means the Dirshu note number Lamed doesn't mention the Yisholda Amud Sefer Torah the Mappa, and the reason is only by the Urias himself. Because when you're holding the Eitz Chaim, you're allowed to hold on to the pole itself. And similarly, we're going to see later on in Siman Kuf Mem Zayin, you're able to hold the Amudim of the Sefer Torah without any handkerchief, etc. Shartzian says, this is the Minhag. However, the Mishna Berurah writes that those that are Machmirim, that they don't even hold on to the Eitz Chaim, they take their talis before they hold on to the Eitz Chaim. And Mishna Berurah there adds on, if one does not have such a minhag, he's allowed to be medaktik, as long as no one else would notice, because it could be gaiva. What are you busy doing? You're better than everyone else. So it could be gaiva, but if no one's going to notice, you could take your talis and hold on to the Eitz Chaim. Says the Chazon Ish, one is allowed to hold the amudim with his hands. Without the talis, one does not have to be worried. And after you read, you kiss the Sefer Torah before the Hainu Acher Gemar HaBaracha, before you walk away from it. That's what the Shai Ephraim says. This is an interesting one. If you look around, you don't see many people being makbid on this one. But again, we're learning it, so we should. You finish the Aliyah, you make your bracha, then you kiss the Torah. For what reason? Very simply, you're about to walk away from the Torah. It's like you're walking away from your child. How can you not give it a kiss? We'll pick it up from Siman Kuf Mem in the next year, B'siyata Dishmaya.